How's it going, guys? Talking to my friend Jay today, and we're just talking about material items today. We're talking about simplifying your life. And what we're talking about is what he's realized is that over the past whatever years that he's been, working as an adult, he's been working his ass off to make a lot of money so that he could buy a lot of really cool shit that he wasn't really passionate about, that he didn't really value. He's telling me about how he's, selling pieces of art that he just bought just for the sake of buying, I guess. And he's just kind of realized now that having all that material shit doesn't do fuck all for your happiness. Doesn't do fucking anything for it. So he's been buying all this shit, realized, you know what? This shit isn't making me happy. It's actually creating more stress in his life because he just lives in such an unorganized way that it's just so stressful for him to have so much shit in his life. And it fucking does a number on your head when you have so much shit in your life and you're like looking at this stuff and then you're looking at this and then you buy too much shit and then you have to buy storage, then you have to store your shit in the storage place, and it's just fucking never ending. The amount of shit people have. People are just consumers in this world. And he was just telling me about how he just went overseas to Europe through through France and Paris and stuff. And he was telling me about how he didn't buy a fucking thing. And I was like, that is awesome. Going all the way over to Europe and not buying a goddamn thing. Absolutely incredible. So what I want to talk about quickly is just how to simplify your life. How can we make your life simpler so you're happier? Because a lot of the most successful people in the world in terms of monetary gain or whatever, they're just not fucking happy. They cannot stand their life anymore. So how can we be really happy? Because that's the goal for most people. That is the goal. I want to be happy. And so what do? We consume things because we think that's gonna make me happy if I buy that. But what we find out over time is that when you start buying things, yeah, it makes you feel good for a little bit. You buy that nice new pair of shoes and you're like, fuck, those are a nice pair of shoes. And then what do you realize 1 or 2 weeks later? It's like, I don't even give a fuck about those shoes anymore. Yeah, they look nice, but I still feel like shit. So how do we simplify your life? You want to start getting rid of a lot of the dumbass shit in your life that you don't fucking care about. Things that you're not passionate about, things that you don't value. If you don't like to watch TV, if you think TV is a waste of time, don't own a fucking TV. Sell your TV. If you want to ride your bike everywhere, sell your car. If you don't care about dressing a certain way, start selling your clothes or just donating your clothes. Get the fuck rid of them. I wear the same clothes all the time. You want to know why? Because I don't give two shits if I'm wearing clothes that look a little ratty. I don't give a shit. I really don't care. So I don't mind wearing this sweater that I've been wearing for almost 3 years. I wear it almost daily for 3 years. As long as I'm in a cold climate, I'm wearing this sweater. So what you want to do is you want to write down what do you appreciate and what do you value. What are the things in your life that you value the most and you appreciate the most? Sit down, write it out. Because a lot of people just don't really know what they value or appreciate. They actually haven't taken the time and actually thought about it. What are the things that I value in my life? So for me, I value good, healthy fruits and vegetables. I value my friendships. I value bicycles. I value travel. Those are the things that I value and appreciate the most. So for me to go out and to spend $100,000 on a car would seem kind of weird, right? It would seem kind of weird to me. It would seem kind of weird to you. You'd be like, D-man, why the fuck are you buying a $100,000 car? So what you want to do first is you want to understand what is most important to you in your life. Then from there, you can start eliminating the things from your life that you don't really give a shit about. So if you don't give a shit about having a nice car or having a nice TV or having a nice this, just get rid of it from your life. You don't have to hold on to it because you spent a lot of money on that. And that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people hold on to a lot of worthless shit. Worthless in terms of the value that it's actually giving to them because they spent money on it and they don't want to get rid of it. So then when you're looking at other things in your life, you want to think to yourself, am I holding on to this just maybe because one day I might use it? Probably want to get rid of it. If you're just holding on to one stupid little thing, just get rid of it just because you're like, well, I might use it in the circumstance that this happens. It's like, just get rid of the fucker. Just get rid of it. Sell it. Recycle it. Donate it. Just get rid of it. Another way you know that you can get rid of something is that if you have it and then you see it and then you're like, oh shit! I fucking forgot that I even had that. If that happens to you, chances are you don't need that thing in your life. I travel so light that I basically know almost every single possession that I have. Every single thing that I have, I pretty well know. And it's gotten down to a little box that I can travel with. It is so small, the amount of stuff that I have. Now the thing is, This isn't about being cheap. Alright, this isn't about being cheap. Oh, I don't want to spend money on stuff, right? Now when buying new stuff, you want to focus your money on buying things that you actually want. So I know I want a nice bicycle, so I'm going to spend my money on a good bicycle. Something that I don't really care that much about in my life is having super cool clothing. I don't really give two shits about that. I found these glasses on the road. I'm borrowing this toque from a buddy. Like most of my clothes are just fucking, I've been using them for years. So I don't care about going in and buying secondhand clothing. It doesn't really matter to me to have super nice clothes. If you want to have really nice clothes, go for it. But ask yourself why you want it. Is that something that you really appreciate and you really value in your life? Or could your money be spent somewhere else, like that you're actually an area that maybe you're more passionate about? So the main thing here is that if you want to declutter your mind and you want to be a little bit more calm, you want to be a little bit more in tune with the world and a little bit happier, you really want to declutter your life from the shit that is holding you back. So a lot of material possessions, people have an emotional attachment to them and they don't want to get rid of them. And the thing is, once you start to eliminate things from your life, it's so glorious. And when you can just move around just so freely, you just have all this freedom, it's absolutely incredible. And you're not constantly thinking about all the stuff in your life. People are probably mostly thinking about all the kind of shit that they have in their life. That's what they're constantly thinking about. Oh my God, what about the car? What about this? What about the blah, blah, blah? What about the house? What about the blah, blah? It's like, simplify your life. And when you simplify your life just becomes so much more beautiful. You start to appreciate the small things in the world. You start to become detached from the consumer society. You start to not give two shits about what people think about you. You stop giving two shits about marketing. You just fucking enjoy your life for what it is. Your life becomes rich with just fucking gloriness. Like, it just becomes so much nicer. When you declutter your life and you simplify your life to the things that you're most passionate about, and the things that you appreciate the most. Awesome, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.